Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's me. It's me, Mitch, and welcome to Morning Coffee with Mitch. Good morning, Roberto. How are you? Good to see you, my friends. Good to see you. Fresh from an appearance on Kilsey. Here I am. And the first order of business, of course. Drink it if you got it. My second cup of coffee. I had already finished my first cup long before I even went live with Kilsey this morning. Been up since 3:30. Day's half over. Wow. Can't even taste the creatine. Amazing. Amazing. So, here we are. And kind of get into a habit. I thought I'd stay off of Kilsey first off and let somebody else come in, but I went on anyway. And then we had some other guests there too. If you wonder who they are, I'll let you go watch the replay. But it was nice. And I don't know if he's going to settle into a half an hour or not. Barry texted me this morning and said, maybe you should play like a half hour pre-chat show. And I don't want to do that because I don't know how long he's going to go, and I don't want to come in on top of him with another video that starts because it'll send out a notice to everybody. But my chat is open here. This chat is from the time I create the video the night before. This chat is active, so you don't need that entertainment in the background. You could certainly come in and chat. So if Kilsey finishes early and you want to finish your conversations that you started on his show, come over to mine. Chat away. Have fun. Have fun. Well, good to see everybody this morning. Who do we have here first? I got a thing or two to talk about this morning. Kilsey may come by for a couple minutes to say hi. We can't get enough Kilsey, that's for sure. Tonight, 7 p.m., the members live stream. Always enjoy that, so we'll be here for that as well. It's going to be a busy day for me. Got stuff coming today, including Mike Seeley. Yellow Rose was the first one in last night, and Lady Jew, we always get the United Kingdom. Checking in early. Ref Carnivore from Guam, everybody from all over the world. And this morning, or another early riser, Mike Seeley from Tampa, Seeley Jr. chimed in to say hi at a little after 5 p.m. Wayne Herman, just before 6, and Brian Dish chimed in. How are you? Richard Williams chimed in. Michael McKinney chimed in at 6:20. See, the chat's open. The chat's open. Lucy Work, good morning to you. And Mike Seeley at 6:30. Hugh Myra, good morning, Hugh Myra. All the regulars are here. And as soon as Kilsey ended, see, Amanda knew what to do. She just jumped right over. Good seeing you this morning. Kelly was, I'll spill the beans. You were there, Amanda, and Kelly was there, and Kilsey and me. And it was nice. It was nice. And I think he enjoys it. Maybe he's a lost soul, like me. Needs something to do. Steve McAvoy, how you doing? Good morning, Mitch and Misfits out there. I finally woke up at a decent time. Well, congratulations. Good to see you. And I think I said hi to Steve McAvoy, EFM. Yeah, Brian Aries here this morning. How you doing? Man is saying hi to people. And we get the conversation started. Yes, sir. Susie, how you doing? Susie sent me another exercise video last night. Susie is going to wear me out. Thank you, Susie. I will check that out when I get a chance here. But I should have looked at it this morning, but for some reason I got up and I got here and I got busy on the computer and I've been nonstop ever since. Barry Simon, good morning to you, my friend. How you doing? And Barry, I'm going to give you a call either today or tomorrow, and I want to talk about making your meetup in Boston somehow a virtual meetup where I can join in for the festivities, and anybody else who wants to can join us virtually by doing I will host a live stream. It's my idea. I'll host a live stream. You set up a couple of computers like notebooks, log into the live stream as a guest, and I'll play producer. And people can come up to the notebooks and talk to each other, and we would have a panel on there, and the only thing we won't be able to do is eat, unfortunately. But bring your own food, guys. Carnivore Wayne is here. How you doing, Carnivore Wayne? Stevie Wood is here, 6:59. Rick chimed in. Good morning, and Robbie Autry. Nailed it this morning. Lamb's a little bit late. Michael Pringler, how you doing? Michael, I can't believe the weather. It's cold. It's either 110 or 40. Very strange. I don't think it's the end of the world, though, but it is strange. Marla Kelly, how you doing? Good to see you. And Francine Bourgeois chimed in. She tells me, don't strain yourself. No, I won't do that. I won't do that. We'll manage. I'll have some help, I think, with this one. Although, somehow I seem to manage these things by myself. We'll see. Babe Dallas here. How you doing? Good morning from Oklahoma. And Cordelia. Hi, good morning, Cordelia. In Albany, New York. Good to see you. Terry P. is here with us this morning, and conversation, Danny in Boston. Good morning, Danny. How are you? Happy Thursday, everybody. July the 23rd, almost August. August 1st is a big day for me. August 1st is pretty well 2 different anniversaries. That's right. It's my 4th carniversary. I started August 1st, 2022, and it's my 3rd Old Guy Carnivore on YouTube anniversary, which I started a year later. So I was a carnivore for a whole year before I thought I knew a little something about it and could come on YouTube and talk about it. So 4 years. Seems like forever. It's been a very eventful 4 years, to be sure. Lori, good morning to you. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. And Chris Swain from Australia. Good day, mate. How are you down there in the land of Oz? Are you the wizard? How many people in Australia? That's got to be a tired joke, a tired old joke down there. Donna Ray, good morning, Donna Ray. How you doing? Put some cues in the chat if you well, you know the drill. I don't have to tell you that. Paul Tremblay, good morning to you, Paul. And we're trying to keep up here this morning, not get too far behind. Larry Ryan, how you doing? Kathy is here, and I did it. I'm caught up in the chat. How about that? Rick says, I started carnivore in 83. Rick, you were born carnivore, son. You tell people you were born carnivore. And Peter's here. Good morning, Peter. How you doing? Good to see you. So, yeah, Lewis. Good morning, Lewis. How you doing? Great. I can't believe I'm caught up. Okay. Well, I do have something I want to talk about, but it involves coffee. Well, I fall a little further behind in the chat. It's going to be a busy day. I can see it. I can see it coming. Meathead's here. Good morning, Kurt. How you doing? How are you doing? Man, it says cheers, Mitch. Yeah. I wanna share something with you this morning. Yesterday, I talked about that new American Heart Association. I call it a study, call it a paper. I think it was a paper. It was evidently 11 pages long. I saw a video about it this morning. This video here, it's on YouTube. I'm going to copy and paste the link in the chat in case you want to check it out. This guy, Vinay Prasad, MD, and I don't know what the MPH means. Does that mean he's going fast? Miles per hour? I don't know. Never saw that before. But he's got a pretty big YouTube channel, and I think he's usually right on the money. I haven't watched that much of him. I don't know if he's keto carnivore, but he's worth watching. And his channel is called Medicine Unpacked. And this is the headline: up to 5 cups of coffee per day, potentially lower heart disease risk, doctors say. That was the headline on the study. And he kind of took a deep dive in this study, like so many doctors in our space do, and came up with some very, very interesting observations. And one of the things he came up with, and it's from the video, and I was watching it outside on my TV set, and I kind of took out my cell phone camera and took a picture of it, because I figured that'd be an easy way for me to show it to you. He read their conclusions for this study. He read their conclusions. And then he said, well, that's what they wrote. And then he said, this is what I wrote. Let me see if I can make it a little bigger here so we can all see it. Can you read that? There you go. All right. And it was very interesting, but this was his conclusion. If you have AFib, have ever drank coffee, and get cardioverted, that's when they shock you to get you back into sinus rhythm, you will have less AFib if you keep drinking coffee than if you abstain. That was the main impetus of this paper, was that one study where they actually followed people that had AFib, had been shocked, and they followed them afterwards for a period of maybe 180 days. And they compared the rate of the return of the AFib between the coffee drinkers and the non-coffee drinkers. The coffee drinkers had less recurrence. Okay. There are some, he says, you will have less AFib if you keep drinking than if you abstain. There are some small trials assessing coffee's effect on short-term biomarkers that are interesting. It's talking about glucose and LDL. Beyond this, we have no idea if drinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or 11 cups of coffee is optimal for health, let alone cardiovascular health. We don't know if 6 cups versus 3 increases the rate of stroke or heart failure if practiced for years. We could make a claim here using UK Biobank data, but that would be lying. Better to be honest and say, we don't know. The fact we know so little about this topic despite widespread public interest, should be a call to arms to launch a research agenda. In the meantime, you won't find guidance in this guidance document. Finally, we urge a moratorium on public funding for large observational studies which are incapable of answering these questions. These funds could better be spent on a randomized control trial agenda. That's a pretty strong statement, but he makes a great case for this. So, once again, it's propaganda. Somebody's propaganda. Somebody's got an agenda. Somebody probably made a huge donation to the American Heart Association for them to release this headline news that coffee's good for you. We want to believe it, so I'm going to believe it. I've always thought it wasn't bad for you anyway, so it hasn't changed my mind one way or the other. But when they come out and tell you that red meat causes diabetes and colon cancer, when they tell you that Lucky Charms are healthier than a fried egg to eat, when they tell you all these things coming from supposedly reputable universities and organizations, you can know for sure that every message they put out, whether and whatever it says, on either side of an argument, is a bought and paid for advertisement from somebody that wants to sell something. It's all, as far as I'm concerned, useless. I don't take stock in any study, nutritional study, that is publicized by the national media for any reason. There are so many different layers of corruption. How can you know what to believe? I'd rather believe what I see with my own eyes or hear from people in our community about their own results. It's not something we can convince doctors with, but doctors play their role in this misinformation too, either because they're corrupt or they're ignorant. It's got to be one of those two. Why else would a doctor continually recommend harmful nutritional information? They either don't know any better or somebody's paying them off. Either way, they're not going to be my doctor if I can help it. That's for sure. So here's to you, doctors of America. May your Porsche never be repossessed. My wish for you. Cheers. But I think that's an interesting topic. I honestly don't think we learned anything for sure from it, other than the coffee people have more money than the non-coffee people, because if the non-coffee people made a bigger donation, then the study would say you shouldn't drink any coffee. Well, and I'm going to continue to drink 3 cups of coffee a day. I think it's good for me. I think that I'm not going to drink coffee I try not to drink any coffee after noon, definitely 3 o'clock at the latest. I believe that that's good advice. I'm going to drink, and they even said this in that paper, continue to drink coffee that's made through a paper filter. I think that's very important. I'm also going to continue to drink coffee that is not dark roast, because I've read a lot of evidence about that. The carcinogens that aren't filtered out by the paper are a lot less when you don't burn the coffee, when you have a medium roast coffee. I'm going to continue to drink coffee that's made with Arabica beans. I've read a lot of stuff about that. And try to get the best coffee I can. I don't know if the word organic means anything or not. That's another marketing BS. But you get a small batch coffee. You can find that all the coffee comes from the same source, from Juan Valdez, high in the mountains of Colombia or Guatemala. A medium roasted Arabica bean coffee made in a drip percolator with filtered water through a paper filter. And I think you stand a chance of actually getting some health benefits from this. And I don't think 3 cups a day is going to hurt anybody. Too many old people in this world have been drinking coffee all their life. They're not dropping like flies from coffee. Well, that's about it. Now I've managed to get behind in the chat, so that's good. Fill up a little time. Let me see where I left off. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. Louis says, I'm stuck on the screen. I saw that, Louis. I gave you a little bit of screen time this morning. Actually, I forget. I should pay more attention to leaving comments up, especially at the end of the show. Because when the outro plays and everything and fades out, bango, 2 things are left on the screen for a second. A coffee cup and any message that I happen to leave up there. And then I watch that in the replay and say, oh, shit, I forgot to pay attention. Yesterday, I had this scene up on there for 5 minutes, and I'm so busy looking and reading things I don't notice. It's right in front of my face, too. The pearls of show business. And Kathy says, I see it in the chat, question, all burned foods are carcinogenic, heard this decade. Maybe, maybe not. We've been eating burned foods for hundreds of thousands of years, burned on the outside. They may or may not be carcinogenic. There are so many different theories about what really causes cancer that it knocks out most of this nonsense about carcinogenic foods. The latest theories on cancer, of course, are it feeds on sugar. And the later theories than that are saying that that cancers are the body's way of trying to isolate toxins. We're still learning so much about it. So much about it. I think if you eat a healthy diet, like we are, eat just the meat, don't eat the plants, don't eat the crap, have low inflammation, I believe that whether you eat burnt foods or not, you're kind of cancer-proofing yourself. I know that since I went carnivore, my worry about skin cancer, which I had melanoma on my nose, deadly cancer. I don't even get pre-cancers anymore. I still go to my dermatologist, let him check me out, but it's been years since I've had any of these pre-cancers. So, and certainly no recurrence. And it's been 8 or 9 years since I had that thing removed from my nose. So I don't worry about that anymore. But I think that a carnivore diet, the carnivore lifestyle, is definitely cancer preventative. My opinion. I can't cite you studies proving that. There are none. There are no studies. There's no money. Why would anybody fund a study? There's no money in getting people to not buy things. Think about that. Somebody's got to fund these studies. They fund the studies as an investment because they want evidence and proof that they can use to sell you their product. So, when somebody comes along and says, you'll be healthier if you don't buy this, you'll be healthier if you don't eat this, the first thing the profiteers will say, well, you're wrong. Where are the studies? There are none, because the only studies, let's take the sugar companies, are the studies that they fund to tell you It's the fat that's killing you and the meat and not the sugar. So makes perfect sense to me, but it's an argument that most people fall for, and they fall for the marketing. That's why I don't rely on any headlines blaring out. New study shows that, and nonsense. It shows one thing. He with the most money gets his message out there. Whether the message is valid, right, or wrong is irrelevant in today's society. The whole system is screwed. And everybody jumps on one side or the other of every one of these stupid headlines, especially the ones that said you should be eating Lucky Charms and skim milk instead of frying an egg in butter. From Tufts University and Harvard University, with their study that says red meat causes diabetes. The headline may have said red meat may cause diabetes, because when they stick the word may in there, they let themselves off the hook, like the weathermen. When they predict a 90% chance of severe thunderstorms, if you get a beautiful sunny day, you can't tell them they were wrong, because they did predict a 10% chance of a beautiful sunny day. So that they're always right. They're always right. You can never hold them to task with the way they phrase things. You ever see a study that says may cause? You have to, you can't put any validity in it. You have to become as cynical as I've become, I guess, to stop falling for every friggin' bit of information trying to change the way you eat and change the way you do things. A lot of hellos. Yellow Rose, Lori, Baker Runner, Kurt, Sparky, Donna. How you doing, Donna? Good to see you. Happy Thursday to you all from the, I think you mean Bay Area of California, but you said Bat Area. I too, especially with my right hand, I miss a lot of keys, so I understand. Karen Field, good morning, Karen. Hello from England, Mitch. On page 50 of your book, like you said, it is a boom. You have to keep reading, over and over each sentence to suggest it's interesting how you hit on mutants. I'm glad you're enjoying that, Karen. I'm glad you're enjoying the book. It was something to write that thing. And a lot of people think a lot of my theories are kind of way out there, but the more science we learn, the more we learn about quantum physics, the more we accept logic and reality and stop trying to attribute magic and superstition to things we may not understand. More and more people tell me what a good book it was. Nobody wants to buy it, but I don't care. I wrote it, and I'm still 25 years later, still spouting my own theories, my own opinions, all at the same time trying to consider what everybody else's opinions are, because I don't know it all, that's for sure. That's for sure. Nobody does. Nobody does. And Peter's talking about his grandmother, and all of our grandmothers were the same, and they all lived to be old ladies, and doing all the things that they tell you today are going to kill you in a minute. Kill you in a minute. A question. Oh, that's the whole burnt foods are carcinogenic. Everything's carcinogenic. Every toxin is carcinogenic. Sugar is carcinogenic. They don't have any proof of any of this stuff. They don't even have a proof that tobacco was carcinogenic because when everybody was smoking in the 1950s and 60s, there were very few cases of lung cancer. And you could get lung cancer without smoking. How many non-smokers have had lung cancer? How many people have you heard of that said, died of lung cancer, and I don't understand how they could have had, they never smoked? Well, that's not what cancer is, we're learning. All the shit that we thought we knew is wrong. It was a guess. There was no causation ever proved at any stupid study. And all the stupid studies were paid for by people that were trying to sell you something, including the granddaddy of all of them until recently, the statins and the cholesterol studies. And now we're moving over from the statins and cholesterols to the GLP-1s. And why do you think that is? Why has the medical community gone from their darling cholesterol-lowering medication to all the new drugs in the GLP-1 space? Anybody hazard a guess? The patents ran out. The patents on the cholesterol drugs have expired. They've become generic medications now, incredibly cheap, and the drug companies need to replace them with a medication that is still under their patents where they can charge exorbitant amounts of money for it. And in another 17 years, when the GLP-1 patents run out, we'll have a whole new class of wonder drugs that everybody's going to need to be on, and the national push in all the marketing from these people will be to switch you from GLP-1s to something else. That's the way it works. That's the way it works. It's worked with every wonder drug that's ever come out, from tranquilizers to everything. They become generic now. The insurance companies demand the doctors prescribe the cheaper versions. If the insurance is going to pay for it, they substitute the cheaper versions, generic drugs. We've all heard of generic drugs. That's what happens to a drug when the patent expires. And statins have been around long enough for all the patents to have expired. At least that's what I think is true. Maybe I might not be 100%. Maybe they've come up with some legal way, changed the name a tiny little bit, or done some trick. But if it goes the way that all drugs have in the past, and I remember that from when I worked at my dad's drugstore when I was a kid, there were generic drugs back then for patents that had expired, like aspirin. It's all about money, and we're all sheep, and they herd us wherever they want us. we don't want to believe they're all crooks either. Jerry, good morning, Jerry. Good morning, Mitch and the Misfits. How are you? Oh, let me show you. Speaking of Misfits, guys, I'm going to do something I haven't done in a long time. And I hope my friend Gary doesn't feel slighted that today I actually had the guts to wear one of my own t-shirts. It says, take the rest of the day off and eat meat. Yes, I have t-shirts. Everybody seems to have forgotten. Nobody has bought a t-shirt from me in months. Not that I care, but I got t-shirts too. I'm selling everybody else's t-shirts but my own. Links to these t-shirts are everywhere. Every time you watch a video, they come up. Every time they're in every description of my video. My bonfire store. So, sorry, Gary, but maybe I have like four different t-shirts. I have the Mitch Fits t-shirt. I have this one. I have a Food Pyramid t-shirt. I'm not even going to put the link in here, but that'd be nice to see. Some people wear my t-shirts. Why not? Why not? I don't want to be really in the t-shirt business. I don't want to design 50 different t-shirts, but you might be proud to wear an Old Guy Carnivore, take the rest of the day off t-shirt, or a Food Pyramid t-shirt, or a Mitch Fits t-shirt. And if you do have one of them, send me a picture, and I'll put it on my website in the gallery. And the coffee cup. I have one coffee cup, too. The morning coffee cup, which is not showing up on the screen there because I took it off yesterday. But I'll put it back right now. Yes, sir. So, and that was brought to you, that brief commercial was brought to you by me. This morning's sponsor, every morning's sponsor, actually. Okay. And we're talking about skydiving. Oh, Michael and Peter are engaged in a skydiving. I will not go skydiving either, Peter, either. I'm a pilot. Pilots have a saying, have two sayings, actually, about skydiving. I might fly the plane that the guys are jumping out of. One thing pilots say is, why the hell would you want to jump out of a perfectly good airplane? That's the first saying. Second saying is, there are two things that fall from the sky. Fools and bird shit. Fools and bird shit. The two things that fall out of the sky. That's how pilots view skydivers. I've never skydived. I've known a lot of skydivers. They tell me it's the greatest thrill known to man. I say, enjoy yourself. I'll ride the airplane back to the ground. Thank you very much. Oh, yes, yes. Peter, hiya, Peter. I'm 10 minutes behind in the chat. Bear with me while I read all the chat here. Sandra, good morning. Good morning. Good to see you. Found somebody I hadn't said hi to yet. That isn't just chatting. Here we go. Question, Mitch. Says Paul, what's the name of your book? The name of my book is Taming the Beast Within. And I wrote it on when I was 55 years old, almost 25 years ago. If you're a member of our members community, you can get a free download of it. And in the members live streams, the link to the book is in the chat. I never made any money with this book. I still haven't made any money with it. I give it away. Amazon has it. Some people have wanted a hard copy and have bought it, a copy from Amazon. But I'm giving it away if you're a member of my community. I had to make something special about it. And goes over the heads of a lot of people. I've been told it's the most brilliant thing that people read, and I've been told it's the dumbest thing I ever read. So what's new? Everybody's got an opinion. But I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. I never considered myself an author. But thanks for asking. Thanks for asking. We know what Peter's going to eat for dinner tonight. So what's new, Peter? Sounds like the same old meal to me, but that's carnivore for you. And Amy's here. Good morning. Good morning. And we had a pretty neat little. I'm going to go ahead and play this because I think it's great. Maybe you've seen it already. Maybe you haven't seen it already. But this is for Amy. Here it is.
Ready, Amy? Ready, Mitch? Red hair, carnivores everywhere. Red hair so fiery bright, carnivores pure delight. Amy loves her juicy steak with a happy roar and giggle for goodness sake. Red hair power, oh so grand, carnivore life across land. Giggle and sing with all our might, meaty fun from day to night. With red curls bouncing wild and free, carnivore cutie, that's me. Glasses on and headphones too, ready to rock the party. Mitch tickles the keys, it's so sweet. Amy's voice can't beat. Red hair and carnivore tea, living the dream with a big B.
Is that great? It's so great. I love this. Yeah, Amy says, I love this so much. Thanks, Mitch and Barry. Yeah, Barry was becoming a kung fu master at this stuff, and he got on a baby kick yesterday or the day before, and came up with a baby version of me and Amy and Kelsey, and just cute as hell. Just cute as hell. And I lighten things up a little bit. We got to laugh at ourselves and can't be so deadly serious all the time. Plus it's entertaining as hell, those things. I love those things. Barry's got a. I use this one as the carnivore national anthem. Okay, I'm calling this the carnivore national anthem.
We are the carnivores, proud and strong are we. With voices raised in harmony, we sing our victory. We are the carnivores, hear our mighty roar. Tearing through the night, claiming what's right, pack is our song. Carnivores unite in the pale moonlight, hear our call, we stand tall. We are the carnivores, hear us sing. Rulers of the wild, mighty kings. With claws and fangs we own the night, when Drang's triumphant might.
I love that. So that's the carnivore national anthem. Folks, in case you didn't know, we now have an official anthem. We have to give a name to the choir. I like the bird. I like the birds up there. But those things are great. Those things are great. Tammy Batarch, great T-shirt. I have two. Yes, I know you do, Tammy. Thank you. A lot of people that have been with me as long as you have certainly bought them way early on. But I don't push that merchandise stuff. I just think it's nice. I push Gary's T-shirts because he's given me a lot of T-shirts. That's my way of saying thank you to him for clothing me. And Jerry, yeah, Jerry's always been a big supporter of mine. Thank you, Jerry. Wearing my Food Pyramid T-shirt today. I appreciate that. I do appreciate it. Michael Prague, the reply to that is, show me a perfectly good airplane and I won't jump. Yes, why would anybody want to jump out of a perfectly good airplane? I agree. I agree. Hence the saying, Michael. And Amanda says, I want one of those shirts. Well, if you go to let me see if I show the description on my video here. Yeah, there you go. If you go into the description on any one of my videos and you scroll down, coffee cup link, channel member link, Amazon links. Here it is. Old Guy t-shirts and coffee mugs available at bonfire.com/store/OldGuyCarnivore. And if I go to that link, there's my shirts. I've got the Mitch Fitz shirt, the coffee mug, the food pyramid shirts. This just says Old Guy Carnivore with my logo and a cigar face. And this is the take the rest of the day off and eat meat. And you can get these things in all different colors, in sweatshirts. See, you can see what it's going to look like, a black one and a gray one. Anyway, that's my store. So if you think you might like that, you can be styling. You can be styling. And it dawned on me when I was looking for a t-shirt to wear this morning and wading through all the ones that Gary sent me, I came upon one of my own. And I said, oh yeah, I almost forgot I had these. Let me wear one of those today and let my friends know that I too have some t-shirts. I don't want to flood the market with t-shirts though. I have many other things I need to be doing, but just a reminder, you won't hear me talk about them too much. And where are we? Peter says, Mitch, will you wear a helmet while riding your truck or your scooter? No. No, Peter, I'm not going to wear a helmet. Sorry. I'm not going to go that fast. I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm not going out in traffic. If I think I might be going out on the roads where there's a car, yeah, I'll put a helmet on. I have a bicycle helmet. But I don't expect to fall off the tricycle. If I was riding a bike, I definitely wear a helmet, especially with my balance. But I gave away all my bicycles. I don't have any bicycles anymore. I had to get rid of them, make room to put all these scooters and things. But no. Not in the subdivision here. I may change my mind, but my first inclination is I don't anticipate falling off the tricycle. Now, if I feel it all shaky on it, yeah, I'll make the decision. But I did wear a helmet always on a motorcycle. But then when you get launched off a motorcycle at 70 miles an hour, you have very little chance of surviving, but without a helmet you have virtually no chance of surviving. So I don't expect that, and I'm certainly not going to wear a helmet on that 6 mile an hour little scooter that I have, which is barely faster than walking. I'm sure I'll get people, oh, you should wear a helmet. Everyone always wants to tell. There's a question for Peter. I'm sure he saw it. Question second time this week. Peter, where did you drop your when carnivore and keto collide recipe? I don't know about that, so maybe Peter wants to answer that. For Jerry. Kathy's, yeah, right. Don't sell me ice cream. Yeah. It's like wearing a t-shirt in a bar that says, do not serve me a drink. Maybe with a graphic of your AA token. And Rick says, helmet's too hot in Florida. Well, that's a fact, Rick. You don't wear a helmet when you ride your bike, I'm sure, and you ride it out with the cars in traffic. But that's a personal decision. I'm very careful about not injuring myself. So if I thought there was any likely way that I might injure myself, remember, I'm not going to live on that tricycle, and I'm certainly not going to drive it out there on the interstate. Going 6 miles an hour or 20 miles an hour or whatever. No, I got a big, heavy car for that. Believe me. Kevin is here. I hadn't seen you before, Corgi lover. Good to see you. A lot of conversation, and I'm catching up. I'm catching up. I caught up. Wow. Early. Holy mackerel. And Kelsey didn't come. He said he was going to stop by. I sent him the link. He must have gotten caught up. And Rick says, true, I only use a helmet on a motorcycle. And here in Florida, there's no law that says you have to wear a helmet. Many states have helmet laws, but we don't have any here. Okay, we got to the bottom. I got 8 minutes left. This is a new first for me. We're talking about dogs now. We're talking about dogs and steaks and everything else. Okay. If there are no more questions, this is, I think, the first time I had nothing to say. I can show you what my trike looks like. If you'll hang on a second, I'll be happy to show you what my trike that I've coming today looks like. I also have another scooter coming on Saturday, and then I have an elliptical machine for my home gym. I want to start doing more exercising, and I need to be convenient. So I got this elliptical machine coming to review. I've got the trike coming to review, and I've got the another supposedly more portable scooter coming to review. So I've got my work cut out for me. This is the owner's manual of this trike, and this is what it looks like. Now, I got a big orange one. It comes in 2 colors, orange and gray. That shows you the size of the thing. It's got 4-inch tires on it. Any more pictures in here? There you go. It's quite a beefy little vehicle, and you have a setting on it where you decide how much assist you want from the motor, and it goes, of course, from no assist, in which case you got a bicycle and you got to pedal it and you're going to get a workout, and in varying stages it then goes to 100% electric, not requiring you to pedal at all, and all the way from one setting to the other. So I'm looking forward to it. It's very nice to know that if you want to work real hard, you want to do maybe a few sprints on the bicycle by pedaling like crazy for a short period of time, that you're never going to, especially the shape I'm in and the fact that I can run that energy, that you're not going to get stuck somewhere far away from home and have to worry about the amount of work it takes to get home. You throw the thing into just take me home mode and let the electric bike do the work. It looks like an incredibly well-built thing, and I'm excited about it. So we're gonna do that. Jerry says, "When will you build the scooter trikes?" No, I can't have a storage shed in my community. You're not allowed to have one that's outdoors. I have one little shed that's inside my screen porch, because you can do anything inside, but outside we're not allowed. I'm going to keep the trike. I'm pretty sure it'll fit through the door. If it doesn't fit through the door, it's going to have to sit in my carport like my motorcycle did, and I'll get a cover for it. But I think it'll fit inside, and I'm getting rid of all that, all that old furniture I got inside. My son's going to, and my grandson are going to come with a little trailer, and they're going to haul that stuff, all that stuff out. And I'm going to donate my wheelchairs and walkers and all the other stuff I got out there. I'm going to donate that to the rehab hospital where I took my rehab, and just got a clean house and make room for Mitch's used scooter and trike store. Yes, sir. But this is quite a gadget. This is the instruction book, but it doesn't even show an orange one. Wow. I'm surprised. The orange one, I would want the orange one. You can't miss it. It's international orange, man. I want them to see me coming. I don't want to ride on I don't know if this is a dark gray or black one, but, well, that's coming. That's coming. And I'm going to make videos about it. I'm going to put links in there for it. And I don't care if anybody buys it or not. I'm not doing it for the money. I'm working for toys. I make no bones about that. And you would too. If somebody offered to send you something that cost almost $2,000 and told you to make a video about it, which I normally make videos for free anyway, I do have limits though. It has to be something that will enrich my life. And I've never made a review video about any product that I don't think is worth owning and that I would have, because I don't want to come off as Billy May for OxyClean. But when somebody offers me to send me an elliptical machine or a trike or scooter or something like that, or another air fryer, I haven't gotten a new air fryer in a long time, because the air fryers I've already talked about are great. But I'm still going to do that. A lot of people think I'm just a mercenary for doing that. But what else am I going to do on this channel? Think about it. Those of you that have channels, how easy is it to come up with content that's interesting and new? It's impossible. It's impossible. You got to say the same old thing every day. Talk about the same thing. I could go back to a 2-year-old live stream in the morning, and go back to a chat, and Peter would still be talking about the same T-bone steak with the same butter chunks on it. I mean, there's just only so much we can do. And it seems like my review videos get thousands and thousands of views. It's credible. Or my recipe videos, because it's something different. So if I couldn't do that, I wouldn't bother with this anymore, because I'd be bored to hell with it. Just saying the same thing every day, asking the same questions every day, trying to keep it interesting. And I thank my good friends like Barry Simon, who creates so much content for me, and Barbara. God bless you, Barbara, with those songs. And I made my first music video with them, the scooter and the music. But again, that's That's a community thing. That doesn't have any pull or reason for somebody outside of our community to click on it. And it shows up in the view count. That video with the music hasn't gotten to 1,000 views yet. My video about a carnivore hot dog on a shuffle got like 120,000 views. But I'm doing this for our community. I really am. Really am. I ask myself many times, I have to talk myself back into it. I'm not trying to talk you into it. I have to talk myself. Why the hell am I working so hard? But I'm having fun. I'm having fun, and I love you guys. And we're at the bottom of the chat. I have a recorded interview with Carnivore Ron today. So there's that. Donna Ray, yes. Yes, and tell me if he asks you any questions in that interview that you haven't answered before. Because that's why I don't do interviews. I've told the story enough times already that I got nothing new to say. I talk all the time on YouTube and fill up a morning every morning. Kathy says, get a horn for the scooter you use. Almost backed over a guy the other day. They come with horns. They're not real loud, but I was thinking about the kind of air horn that's on a train. You know the ones that wake you up in the middle of the night as they go by 10 miles away, blaring their horns, or a big truck horn. Yeah, put something like that on my little scooter. Of course, the horn and the compressor way more than the whole scooter, but the things we need to do. Amy says, yeah, I need a horn that shouts, get off my lawn. Yeah. That's all you need on a scooter going 6 miles an hour is your own mouth. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. It's got a little horn on it, but it's pathetic. I'm sure the scooter's got a horn. The trike's got a horn. If not, you can get some pretty neat bicycle horns, but Ball Trummer says he used an air horn like the boats used. And everybody's starting to say goodbye to each other. So, give you a little happy music. We made it tonight, 7 o'clock. Members Community. Hope to see you there. Yeah, Peter's telling me what I need to donate. What's the matter, Peter? Are I allowed to sell things? Do I have to give everything away? What if I want to sell them? Get a little ribeye money. I don't know. Danny, bye. Happy day. Bye, Quackers. Lori says, thank you, Mitch. And everyone have a great day, says Brian Dish. Jerry, my regular 12 hours a day has been my norm too, whatever that you probably part of a conversation. Mike Silly, see you at 10:30. My friend, good to see you all. Sell the scooters, says Bono. I may sell some of this stuff. There is a problem with giving things away too. There's a lot of laws about giving things away on a YouTube channel. You end up with tax implications, lottery laws. You can't have contests without filling out tons of paperwork and forming organizations. It's better just to sell something than to give it away these days. Somebody who doesn't like you will find a way to turn it against you. It's so hard to stay out of trouble if you stick your head out in the open at all anymore. I know I've had a lifetime of that. People chasing me for one reason or another because I had business they wanted. Yes, sir. Lamb said, have a great day all. And with that, I will tell you all to have a great day too. I will see you tonight at 7 o'clock. And in the meantime, take the rest of the day off and eat meat.